This video is intended for commentary, analysis, and educational purposes. All information presented is based on publicly available sources and official courtroom reporting. Remember, Sean Combs and all other individuals mentioned are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Day 11 of the Sean Combs trial had everything. A surprise testimony that shocked everyone in the room, new connections to high-level industry players, and a key witness whose credibility may now hang by a thread. The courtroom was tense, the stakes were rising, and for the first time, the prosecution's strategy became unmistakably clear. This wasn't just another procedural day, it was a turning point. Let's break it all down. The day began with a hush in the courtroom. Everyone anticipated something big, and the prosecution delivered an unexpected witness, a former security contractor who worked for Diddy between 2017 and 2019. His name wasn't on the public witness list. According to his testimony, there were unofficial protocols in place at some of Combs' private events, including an alleged policy of confiscating guest phones, enforcing non-disclosure agreements, and an unspoken rule that security should look away if certain VIP guests demanded privacy upstairs. He didn't claim to witness abuse directly, but his description of the atmosphere painted a very specific picture. One of control, secrecy, and fear of consequences. And when cross-examined, he admitted to signing an NDA himself, but said he was speaking now because people need to know the truth. The jury was watching closely. So was Diddy. This was the first day the prosecution showed its full tête hand. Until now, much of their strategy seemed focused on establishing isolated incidents, one accusation at a time. But with this witness, a pattern started to emerge. They weren't just building a case around what Diddy allegedly did, they were constructing a portrait of how his world operated, insulated, intimidating, and meticulously curated to avoid consequences. Legal analysts noted a clear change in tone. Prosecutors started weaving testimony from different witnesses into a broader narrative. Much to one where consent was blurred, power dynamics were weaponized, and loyalty came at a cost. And the introduction of this new witness may have been a warning. There could be more like him waiting in the wings. The defense, however, didn't let the moment pass without challenge. They immediately moved to discredit the new witness, suggesting he had a financial motive to testify, possibly seeking a book deal or media appearance. They emphasized that he never reported any wrongdoing during his employment and that his current statements contradict the glowing recommendation letter he received when he left the job. They also raised questions about timing. Why now? Why break the NDA and risk legal repercussions unless there's a personal agenda? The defense is clearly preparing to argue that many of these testimonies are part of a media-fueled campaign, not grounded in facts. Still, the jury seemed visibly affected by parts of the man's testimony, especially the parts about fear, silence, and the culture of obedience. Outside the courtroom, rumors swirled about who might testify next. One name that keeps coming up: an anonymous individual who allegedly worked as a booking agent for high-profile celebrity events hosted by Diddy. Multiple outlets are speculating that she may provide insight into how certain guests were selected and what was expected of them behind closed doors. Meanwhile, TMZ and other sources reported that federal investigators may be reviewing old NDAs signed by former employees, potentially looking for patterns of silencing behavior. Nothing is confirmed yet, but the sense is clear. This trial is no longer just about Diddy. It's about an entire system and how far it may have gone to protect those at the top. The public response to Day 11 has been intense. Social media exploded with commentary, with hashtags like #DiddyTrial and #silenced voices trending within hours. Some are calling the trial a reckoning, others claim it's a witch hunt. But regardless of opinion, it's clear that the details revealed today have touched a nerve, not just because of the individuals involved, but because of what they suggest about celebrity power structures in general. On TikTok and YouTube, legal influencers are already breaking down every second of courtroom footage. On Twitter, insiders claim that several other music executives are nervously watching this case. fearing it may spark a chain reaction. Whether that happens or not, one thing's for sure, this isn't going away quietly. So what's coming next? According to insiders, the prosecution may soon introduce corroborating material, potentially internal emails, party guest lists, or even financial records that suggest payouts to silence alleged victims. The defense is expected to fight tooth and nail to exclude those records, citing privacy and legal privilege. There's also buzz that one of the alleged victims may take the stand within the next week, someone who, according to reports, has remained silent for over a decade. If that happens, it could be the most emotionally charged day in the courtroom so far. The tone has shifted. We're no longer in setup mode. This is the heart of the trial now. And every move matters. As always, we'll be following the story closely. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe for daily updates on the trial. What do you think about today's witness? Was it a turning point or just another media spectacle? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.